This is a jig I built for making straight holes. One of the challenges with timber that's 8 inches deep is that it's difficult to drill an auger straight through. And so what this thing does is clamps on there and lets me drill a perfectly straight hole. So what I did is I mounted PVC pipe perpendicular to this plane and then cut it off. I left enough of a gap here and below to be able to see where the bit is. And so the reason for the backside is that sometimes you'll get an unlevel or out of square board, and so in that case you can shim it. If you line up the bottom with the exit location that you want for your hole and the top with the entrance, it'll go in where you want and it'll come out where you want. So that's the purpose of this. They sell drill guides that are fairly industrial. They're pretty darn expensive, and there are various techniques like using a mirror with a hole in it. I tried that. I've tried drilling pilot holes and then following it with an auger, and there just wasn't anything that gave me precision. This thing turned out to be extremely precise and reliable, so I'll show you how it works. By the way, this thing's name is George Strait. So you can see on this board here that there is a slope down this way, it's kind of peaks here, and a slope down that way. So when I line up the jig and clamp it, it's taking advantage of this slope, and that raises a point there. So you can see that if I was to drill that, I'm going to come out the other end and a significantly different location. So on these, I'm supposed to be 2 inches, the center of the hole is supposed to be 2 inches from the edge of this housing. Well, if I go down here, and I did it, you'll just have to trust me, that is lining up with significantly less than 2 inches. So if I drill the hole, it's going to come out significantly less than 2 inches, and that affects the structural integrity of this thing, because this amount of wood right there is what is there'll be a peg through it, and it's essentially what's resisting the uplift forces on this beam. So I added a couple of extra shims there, got back under, got it where it needs to be, and we'll drill the hole and take a look. so I don't pull out the end and have a bunch of fragments. I have a hole here. So we needed. Right, so the top of the hole is a 1/16 of an inch farther this way than it is over there, but I preserved the, I believe this is called relish, which is the strength that you need. So what I didn't want to have is a 1/16 of an inch this way, or an 1/8 of an inch or anything like that, right? So good enough.